Alright, so since I've got this new Canon Pixel 100 printer, I need to be able to print the photos I see on my monitor. I also need them to come out how they look on the monitor as on paper, because there's a big difference there on what you're seeing on the monitor versus what's going to come out on the paper, no matter if it's high-end paper and OEM inks or OEM paper and inks. There's going to be discrepancy there because your monitor's backlit and it's always going to look brighter, it's always going to look the way kind of you want it to, and you can manipulate it yourself in Lightroom, and it looked great on the screen, but when it goes to the printer, it might not look exactly the same. It might be dark, the colors might be off, so we need to calibrate our monitor. And this is not the best monitor to be using. You guys probably know this is the 42-inch 4K Vizio. It doesn't do like a huge gamut of color, but I do have this Spyder 5 Elite that I borrowed off someone to do the calibration. So let's see what happens when I calibrate this thing, and we'll bring up a photo in Lightroom and take a look. This Spyder is asking me if I've warmed up my display. Lighting conditions, make sure no intense light is hitting the monitor, and have I reset the monitor settings? No. Reset contrast to default. Okay, so we're in calibrated, everything's reset. It is a desktop display. Gamma wants me to put it to 2.2. Place Spyder here. Looks like it's starting to calibrate. Adjust the brightness control until the value is within 4% of the target value. Bring my brightness down. Target's 120, I'm at 286. Still too bright. I got the brightness all the way down, and it's still too bright. I'm going to turn the backlight down, say to 50. Okay, so a little too dark. So I'm going to go back to bring the brightness up a bit. Let's bring update. Okay, so I'm exactly at 120. It asks me to bring the brightness down till I hit 120. Continue. Please remove your Spyder and click finish. I guess that's your Spyder now has unmeasured unnecessary patches delivered by the software. Based on these measures, a monitor profile for your display has been already generated. You can now save it under a custom file name. Yes. File has been created and your system will automatically use this new profile. Your profile has been saved to C Windows System 32 spool drivers color. I'm looking at the calibrated view. If I click on switch, let's see if the camera can pick this up at all. Yeah, so definitely not as punchy. I was really at a super contrasty. You guys can probably tell, yeah, a little bit. Compare display to other displays or standards. 93% of sRGB. That's it. It's nope. Ooh, it looks terrible. See, this is where I think I need a good monitor, because I don't know if this monitor's just not capable of... It's not good, it's not good, it's not good. Yeah, shit looks weird right now. Oh man, it looks washed out. Or what? So I'm gonna see if I can make some adjustments here. Whoa, man, it's kind of blurry for my eyes, to be honest. Contrast. Okay, so I almost want to reset everything. Okay, so there's the original picture. Saturation. Yeah, your jeans are way too... Fuck. Reset. Okay, so let's just go with it's overexposed a little bit. Contrast. Wow. Fuck, this is messed. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Because this actually is a TV monitor and not really a high-end computer monitor, I'm having some issues here. What the Spyder's doing what the Spyder is calibrated on the screen looks very weird to me and almost not right. And I think that could be the fact that this monitor just doesn't have, it's not good enough quality to be like after it's calibrated. I can't seem to get a good balance of what I want the picture to look like here without introducing some really strange, like, I don't know. So I've reset all the settings here, and there's just like a haze over everything, and I don't know, the genes, is this what it's supposed to look like? I'm not sure. I guess I'm just confused on if this is real or if it's the monitor doesn't have the gamut or the hardware to properly be calibrated here. I'm looking at certain colors and they just don't look right. They just don't look like, I'm pretty sure these straps are not yellow on this bag. Or they might be. Well, maybe not that yellow, I don't know. Her hands almost look like a weird pastel-y, no, something's not right. Okay, so you know what I have to do is I'm going to have to whip out one of my better professional monitors and run a calibration and see the difference, even though I really don't want to do that. Let's drag this out. Okay, so right now the blues on my TV display, I think for some reason are looking really blue through the camera, but if you sit in front of it, they're kind of like a bluish purple. And I haven't calibrated my Lenovo yet, but this looks pretty good. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and calibrate the Lenovo now. So let's do that. Okay. Full calibration. Option. Okay, we're calibrating all over again. Drop the brightness down. Remove your Spyder and click finish. The new profile has been created. Automatically use this profile. Looking at the calibrated view and uncalibrated. Okay. This looks much better. So the uncalibrated view was just more reddish. So this actually looks good, really good. And it's saying that this monitor here is doing 96% of RGB compared to the Vizio, which is 93% of sRGB. So, I mean, there's a difference there. Okay, so that's more like it. Let me look at the one that I edited. Too dark now. So now the picture that I edited in Lightroom looks much closer to what it used to look like. I think it's a little bit too saturated right now. Down the contrast, or like that looks more natural. See, remember these strips here? They're showing up as like yellow on this computer. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see that, but like they're literally like a yellow. Okay, look. They're like a yellow. Now let me bring this back. See here? They're like an orange. So going back to my 4K monitor, I'm not happy at all with the 4K monitor here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the, I was on calibrated, I think I'm going to go standard. It just doesn't, it's just not the same blue, man. The blue's like purple. The colors are way off. I don't think the Spyder's going to be able to help with that. The Lenovo here is like vastly superior. Again, this is not supposed to be a computer monitor, but I'm just seeing how bad this is in comparison to this display. So I'm gonna pause this, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna see if I can find someone else that's color tuned this to see if I can get it to match closely. I mean, I don't want it to be exact. I know that's not gonna happen, and that's not being realistic. But let's see how close I can get it. I'm really unimpressed with this 4K monitor's ability to reproduce colors after the calibration. And you know, we've already been through the differences between these Lenovos and this screen. So because I got this printer, I think I'm going to have to switch back to the Lenovos. I don't understand how I'm going to, I don't want to have like an extra monitor here, you know, to proof my, my prints. So I think I'm going to take the 4K monitor out for a little while and put two of the Lenovos back. I don't know what I'm going to do with that 4K monitor, but we'll figure something out. I'm also going to mount my monitors on a new mounting thing here, so see if this works out. Alright guys, so that was a rather lengthy video, and obviously I never meant it to be that long, and if you're still tuning into this point, then this might apply to you or this might help you. I just wanted to be clear is that I knew that the 4K monitor's gone. I got rid of it, it's gone. Can't deal with that when you're doing photo printing and editing, forget about it. So I got rid of it. It's just sitting in the corner here for a while. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that's advertised as a 4K television. It's not advertised as a monitor, so I know that. I'm not delusional about the fact that that's a television and these are actually computer monitors that were actually fairly expensive back in the day. I knowingly bought them because of their color quality and things like that. I was just a little bit taken aback at the fact that I couldn't get the 4K monitor to even come close. Like come close at all. Like I couldn't. It was actually quite scary.